Story 1. Vote. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Beachfamlove 671. 4 hours ago. Salesperson keeps convincing me that I need carefree plan for my new furniture. Sock. We recently bought a new home and it's a lot bigger than the old one. A trip to the furniture shop to pick out some replacements. The salesperson was completing the cart and right before we closed the ticket, he kept trying to convince us to buy the extra care plan. He gave all the run-around scenario like, do you have pets? Kids? Guests that will visit, etc. One of the things I came in for were bar stools. I got 4 of them. And I asked if I can just buy a care plan for 1 bar stool and he said yes. Okay. For $14.99 I bought the care plan that will cover for 5 years and I'll claim the warranty if any chair breaks. It has no barcode so they won't know which is which. I think the guy realized when he gave me the receipt. 'Cause he smiled and said that's sneaky. Oops. Too late. 3 comments. Award. Share. Save. 26 people here. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 2. $2. 7K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Nickwing25. 2 days ago. Mom gets outsmarted by 3-year-old me. MOC. This story was told to me by my parents, as I obviously don't remember it, being only 3 years old at the time. When I was little, I absolutely loved Thomas the Train Engine. I probably had well over 100 different trains and who knows how many track pieces that were all kept in a big plastic bin. Each morning I would go into my little play area and knock over the giant bin, spilling the trains and tracks on the floor, and start playing with them. Apparently I enjoyed just having a collection of toys, as I would spend a good chunk of my day transforming the mess of trains into neat little organized rows, where all the trains were lined up perfectly side by side. This took quite a long time to get perfect in 3-year-old me's eyes, especially as Dad found great enjoyment in moving a train just slightly out of place when I wasn't looking, causing me to have to go over and fix the train that somehow moved on its own. And while I was distracted by moving one train back to how it should be, he would move another train out of position. Eventually, it'd build tracks and actually play with my trains too. But at the end of the day, I had to put all my trains and tracks back in the bin. And as a way of teaching personal responsibility and to pick up after myself, Mom would tell me, "You made this mess. You clean it up." Now, I should emphasize, as my parents did when telling me this story, that every morning began with me dumping that bin over, something a toddler does not do very quietly. So Mom was quite shocked one morning to not hear a crashing sound, and to instead see me sitting patiently by the train bin, which was completely upright and not the littlest bit knocked over. Me. "I want you to dump them for me today." Mama. Mom. Feeling quite touched that I wanted her to dump my trains for me. Happily obliged. And then the day went on as normal, until it was time for cleanup, and Mom told me to put my trains away. I shook my little head defiantly and said, "Nua. You made this mess. You clean it up." Quote. Dad had to leave the room crying laughing. And Mom, a woman of her word, put all my trains away, but never dumped them for me again. 71 comments. Award. Share. Save. 5 people here. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 3. $372. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Maleficent AE21. 1 day ago. Too cold. No problem. Sock. Not sure if this qualifies as MC, but it's a short but messy story. This happened when I was 4M in late 80s. Dead of winter. Cold and snowing outside. And 4Yomi wanted to eat ice cream. Grandma said no because it's too cold to eat ice cream. Well, no problem. I proceeded to sneak to the freezer. Got a full tub of ice cream and place it on top of the radiator heater. You know, to warm things up a bit. Needless to say, the fallout an hour or two later was not pretty. 24 comments. Award. Share. Save. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 4. $2. 4K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Eggman 1995. 2 days ago. Cinema says no single empty seats. Denmark's version. Sock. Sir, I just read a story similar to the one I'm about to write here. The other was just from the Netherlands, Holland. Me and my partner were going to see the new Avatar 2 movie and wanted some of the best seats. However, since we hadn't been in the cinema before COVID hit, they had changed their booking rules. So now you can never leave a single seat between you and someone else when booking. I get it. Single seats are tougher to sell, but there was not exceptions to this rule. So the seats were sporadically booked, leaving only 3 open seats near the middle, best spots, and 5 in the outermost side near the stairs where everyone would be going past you. We couldn't book 2 of the 3 seats as that would break their rule. And I didn't want to sit and look to one side for the next 3 hours. There seemed to be no way to circumvent the rule during the booking process. But then I got an idea. What was their refund policy? Bingo. As long as you cancel the seats 24 hours before the movie, you can get a full refund. So I booked all 3 seats and entered a discount code, giving me 30% off. That ended up saving me the price of a seat. I then went down to the cinema, had to go near them and get groceries anyway, and talk to the staff. They refunded me the seat I didn't need with no hassle. So in the end we got to see the movie with the seats we wanted, and I only ended up paying for one of them. Edit. Added clarification regarding discount. 158 comments. Award. Share. Save. 5 people here. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on.